Use of oral contraceptive pills with a specific treatment to number 6 with chemo.
Hello, can you hear us?
Hello?
We lost that call. Okay, so anytime when if we're able to get her back. When it comes to fiber, one thing I've noticed, I've learned and I've heard is that it starts from the age of 16 thereabouts to 50, and it begins during the reproductive stages of a woman, reproductive stage of a woman, and like she said, causes lifestyle. Sometimes things that's why we
what you eat, how you take care of yourself, your health.
Our health tips is very, very important, because these things, you never know what actually triggers them, because there's actually not, they can't pinpoint exactly what used to cause it, but then it has to do with lifestyle, just as normal things, and then it is not cancerous. It's not cancerous, but then sometimes can be life-threatening. And I've also heard that sometimes it's okay, you were enlightening me about.
Yes, I was talking about
fertility.
Yes, I was talking pregnancy actually.
Pregnancy.
I was talking about the relationship or the similarity between fibroid and pregnancy, because over time I've actually seen a case when I was in high school. A young lady, she was actually way younger than I was. She was a child, and she started showing signs of pregnancy. Started showing signs of pregnancy, and everyone was going on about, oh, how did she get pregnant or something? And it was all around the school, and she was such a young girl. Like, how it can be at that age in high school. So eventually we got to learn that she was actually had fibroid.
Okay.
At that time we knew nothing about fibroid, so it was interesting, it was weird, it was confusing, everybody was asking questions, and we got to learn that fibroid can have signs that are similar to pregnancy.
Okay.
Yes, so sometimes...
Let's take a pause. We have Dr. Cassandra back. Hello.
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 I don't understand.
Oh, sorry, maybe it's the network. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we
can. So you just been talking about the causes.
Yes.
Were you done talking about the causes? Or you still have more to say on that?
Well, I'm talking about the risk factors associated with fibroid.
Okay. So let's now...
Go ahead.
Talk about the fact that the main cause is your family, and the risk factors associated with fibroid can be genetic, can be the family, can be the lifestyle, can be the obesity, can be the
contraceptives.
So those are some of the
causes. Okay, is it by any chance hereditary?
I know she mentioned genetics. Okay, so it's based on the family history.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's link fibroids to fertility. How does fibroids affect fertility?
People have seen that if you have fibroids and they're infertile, or children, but that's not really true. So we look at expertise because there are different types of fibroids, and they can different parts. So what happens is, unfortunately, the fibroid is deep, that is different size. It can now inhibit the implantation of the egg. The embryo, sorry. That
inhibits the implantation
of the egg, okay.
And the fertilization of the sperm and the egg.
Okay.
Now it is not able to implant inside the womb. You understand?
Yes.
So that's the problem. This is something pregnancy. And there are times when actually because of the very small, it does slow. But what is that if the fibroid is right? Because it's continuing. Now, particular
Dr. Cassandra, we really can't hear you. I feel we should call you back. Yes.
me?
We can't hear you. The line is breaking. And we really need to get your words clearly. Don't worry, we'll call you. Thank you. Network. But then let us just, you're talking about something, so let's just pick up from
I was talking about I was actually getting to that question with fibroids. And so I was mentioning a case back in high school where a young lady actually had fibroid, but most people thought she was pregnant. And I think even she almost believed she was. So she just had questions like, how is it even possible? So going to the doctor, different trips, and she got to find out that she actually had fibroid. And that brings me to the question of what is the age range, which you've already mentioned, about 16 to 50. And it's, you know, these are the little things that can cause problems in a society that is not enlightened. Now, a young girl like that in my school, she was stigmatized. Yes, people, at some point she used to walk alone. Like everybody would be moving and then you just have one corner at the end of the line or something moving.
And no one even asked her any questions.
And then sometimes you'd see her crying and people asked questions. But it's high school, nobody knew so much, so they just assumed, you know. But going to the doctor, she got to learn about fibroid, and I would believe that the rest of us did to a certain extent, those that, you know, were paying attention. Because for me, it actually was very unusual. And then when I heard fibroid, it stuck. Because I felt, what is fibroid? And that's where I got to learn that there's a similarity with pregnancy, and to a certain extent could hinder, or which Dr. Cassandra will confirm for us. So, you know, talking about, aside from pregnancy, which like she has mentioned, it can inhibit fertility. That if she mentioned 3 different types, right? One in the uterus, on the wall, one out of that. And, you know, if she said it can actually hinder or stop the implantation of eggs, which definitely can inhibit, you know, fertility, can affect fertility. So things like that. Now, I'm looking at the awareness level, because like she mentioned, and you've also corroborated that it is a non-cancerous, you know, it's a non-cancerous tumor. Exactly. However, can be life-threatening. Now, if people do not know that it is non-cancerous, there's a whole lot of misconceptions surrounding that. I know that I've also come across a misconception. I don't know if it's a misconception. We will both confirm that. But people have said that, like cancer, it recurs, it comes back. Yes, it never leaves. So, you know, there's a whole lot of it. So, on the issue of awareness, people need to actually be aware and be sensitized towards fibroid, because a young girl of that age could feel like her life has basically come to an end. And it could begin depression and so many other things.
That's how it starts.
Yes, but once you're in the know, once you know that, oh, I'm not pregnant, or I don't have a fertility problem, it's fibroid, it's non-cancerous, I can take it out and live my life, continue with my life. And, you know, there's probably going to be some, you know, side effects of going through the procedure, but there's nothing that, you know, you can't handle. So the more people know about fibroid, what it is, its effect, how it is handled, that's actually better. That reduces the stigmatization around it, and also makes it easier for people to mitigate or to treat it, you know, and live better lives. You know, I mean, there's so many things that I would love to ask Dr. Cassandra, because there's so many things that I have also heard that I would like to correct. You know, like things like early signs also, you know, so that we don't just assume, like what happens to that young lady. You know, do not just assume and then stigmatize who we are not even supposed. In the first instance, stigmatization is even very wrong. If something wrong with someone, instead of keeping away and causing a, you know, person to feel a certain way, you should ask questions. So I was asking, no one asked her any question. It was very horrible. She left the school. Wow. You know, but I really do apologize, you know, to you listening to us and watching us, you know, for that, should I call it network issue? Yes, we'll definitely try to get Dr. Cassandra back and have this conversation again, where you can have all your questions answered. And talking about having your questions answered. Should I launch? Yes, go ahead. I know you want to go ahead. I want to say something. Okay, let's go check out our health tips, and then stay tuned. We'll be right back. Do not go nowhere.